What's up, babes? It's Carlisa Victoria. I'm back with another video. If you guys are new here, hi, welcome. So I was supposed to be embarking upon a I gotta stop eating this popcorn because I'm getting it all over me and the bed. Anyway, I was doing a series where I was telling you guys about integrating corporate America back with entrepreneurial endeavors. I started vlogging today. I was supposed to vlog throughout the day and tell you guys like how everything went. But long story short, I ended corporate America. So I had already been thinking, first of all, I only been back 2 days. Well, 3, but 2 like really full days. 1 day was a meeting, 2 days were work days. And in 2 days, I've worked 20 hours. That's a lot of hours for 2 days, right? So I had already been feeling like, you guys know when the leak happened in my house, I needed to go back to corporate America to have a job on paper so that I can potentially move, etc., etc. But then when I went back to the company that I went back to, that I love and I still love even after me not being there, my intentions were to go back, get a job so I can potentially move. And from there, I didn't know like if I would stay long, if it would only be for the duration of that, what my intentions were. But now, realizing that after coming back, some changes were enacted that just doesn't suit me. I think the company, the business is amazing. I have absolutely nothing bad to say about them. I will forever think they're amazing. But I just felt like somehow or another I wasn't in alignment with what was going on. I wasn't seeing myself there in those moments as I once did. I didn't know how long would I be here? What is my timeline? Am I going to be here for a good amount of time? Am I going to be here for a short amount of time? Because I didn't return with the mindset of, oh, I'm going to get back in this company and I'm going to grow. I came back with the mindset of, oh, I just experienced the problem at my house. I'm probably going to have to move. I need to get back into a job because 9 times out of 10, I'm going to have to add it to my application. I mean, not my application. I'm going to have to put this on, my application so that I can move. So whether it was that job or it was another job or whatever, that was my intention, that I needed to get back in a job initially because I might have to move. Like I said, I wasn't necessarily thinking I'm going to get back in the job, move, and then quit. I could have stayed there longer if that's what I felt, but my initial reason to go back was not the feeling of I need to go back to do X, Y, Z. It was the feeling of I need to come back to work to accomplish the short-term goal that I have, and if I end up long-term, I end up long-term. But this week we had a meeting. After the meeting, I think the management who led the meeting, I think they're amazing. They're great. But I think as I just started to get through some of the stuff, it just kind of made me feel like, do I really belong? It started to make me question, do I belong during this season, in this season, there? In the past, it was different. Things were different. Things operated different. Things were completely different. And, that's what it was. Now things are completely different. Some people it may suit, some people it may not, especially myself being more entrepreneurial and having so many endeavors that I want to pursue. I can't feel like I am boxed in. I can't feel like there is a limit. Not a limit, there is a ceiling, basically a cap of my opportunity for growth on an individual level. Because it's like, I believe everything is meant for everything. You go places, you meet people, it's for a reason. I believe that. I've always believed that. Sometimes it's just to make a connect. Other times it's to make a lifelong, career update with someone. Or there's so many reasons as to why we come into contact with people, and it's never, ever by accident. I have always believed that. But I just believe Sometimes, like, you have triggers in relationships, you have triggers in careers, you have triggers in jobs. There's certain trigger points that come across you and you're just like, sorry, the storage filled up. But yeah, sometimes you just have triggers and you're like, I don't see myself here. Or you begin to question things. So I think tonight, my intentions honestly were to finish out my shift this week. I hadn't made my decision if I was gonna, call it quits now, or if I was gonna continue to try to get through different points and communicate. I didn't know yet, but I knew I was not gonna leave them high and dry and just be like, hey, I thought about it, not gonna stay here, or whatever. I knew I wasn't gonna leave them high and dry. I was gonna finish out my shifts, because one thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do my part. So if I'm given a set of, instruction or shift or whatever, I'm going after that. But tonight it was more of like a mutual, this is how you've been feeling, this is what we think, and I think it was on both mutual ends to just go our separate ways. I'm not upset with the conversation. I'm not upset with the decision. That's just genuinely what we decided. I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna finish out my shift this week, my shifts, and I was gonna use the whole week to think about where did I see myself. But tonight, it kind of, I guess there's no need to think this week because the decision is already made. It was already partially made within me, and then it just wholly became made from our discussion today. So long story short, I'm not in corporate America anymore right now. I don't have to move out of my house, so I don't have to worry about I'm gonna take some time to get some rest, because you guys know I was sick with COVID. I say this all the time in my videos, so if you hear it all the time, it's just a part of what I need to tell y'all. I was sick with COVID, and I honestly, y'all, didn't think I was gonna make it a few times. And between the recovery of COVID, even me trying to recover now, and the fact that I came straight out of high school, went straight to college, I've been hustling about 10 years straight, 10, 11 years almost. Never really took breaks. During the summertime, I didn't take breaks. I went to school, I worked, I just didn't take breaks. I've never had a period of my life that I truly took a break for Lisa Victoria. I have always been grinding. And since being very sick like that over this past year, and since my body just going through so much and me just needing, I'm gonna take the time to get some rest, focus on Lisa. Everything else is everything else. I'm not worried about it. God knows what he's doing. I never question what he has going on. I'm not going to say that I never question, because I think as humans we do. But I'm not going to question. Let me just say I'm not going to question what it is that he has for me. Because I know every day that I wake up, my passions and my purpose wakes me. I don't need an alarm clock because they wake me. So that's what, in the end of the day, I'm going to do. So, that's what I'm gonna do. Like I said, I don't got no hard feelings with the job. I knew how I was feeling. They heard me. And we just acted on it. So, I mean, I always am thankful that the door is always left open for me if ever I should go back. But I'm just really expecting great things in my life right now. I'm expecting elevation. I'm expecting so many different things in my life, and I'm going to put forth the work to get the results. I've already begun to manifest the things that I want. It's going to happen. Because you have to envision yourself as your highest and best self. You have to begin to think as though you already have what it is that you're manifesting. Day in and day out. You have to create the life that you deserve, because it does exist. It's hard for me to sit down all day and work on all these tasks, yet my mind continues to drift off and wonder about where my brands and businesses can be. The way I look at it is, you can spend your whole life building somebody else's business and brand, or you can make one decision to bet on yourself and watch it unfold the way that it should. So that's the way I see it. I know what God has for me, He has for me, and I know great things are to come. Sometimes you're not going to understand the decisions that you're making. You're not going to understand why you feel the way you feel. But there's going to come a time in your life where the feelings you felt and you didn't understand then are going to matter. Right now, I could be feeling that disconnect between corporate America and entrepreneurship. But I also feel that I'm sitting here and I feel like everything that I want is right here. And I just have to take the leap. I have to take the leap of consistency, of discipline, of faith, of everything. Because if I just do that, I'm going to see myself in a whole different spectrum. So I'm excited about where my life is going to go. I just had to give you guys an update how corporate America went. It went out the window. That's how it went. I'm not gonna lie, I feel happy. Like I said, I love the company. I love the people. I do. I'd be lying if I said I didn't. But from even just that decision of us making this mutual decision, I feel liberated. And it's crazy because when I start to feel that way, I know that feelings did truly exist that was starting to make me feel that way. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm grateful for whatever it is God has in store for me. I'm telling you, if there's one thing I'm willing to bet on for real, it's myself. So stay tuned for all of my entrepreneurial endeavors. I am so sleepy, but I'm about to write out some goals to manifest my life. I didn't really get to do much of that this morning. I got dressed, did everything, made a video. I made a vlog. I was gonna vlog my day for corporate America, just day in the life, but I deleted the vlog. Cause it's like, I might as well just make one video to let y'all know corporate America is over. I haven't even gotten a paycheck. Like at this point, cash at me, I don't even need a paycheck. Like, but I'll see what's up. I'll see y'all in the next video. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe. And later.
It's only 11 something, but why does it feel like it's 2 something?